Cooler.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Back again, another episode, Gladiator Cipher Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We got a fun show for you all lined up. But before we get there, just want to say, hey, what's going on, Nip? How you doing?
Ain't nothing, dog. Everything's cool. Just waking up. I took one of them unexpected dad naps. So, I'm here. You know what I mean? We rocking the Sanford, the
Oh,
Red
there you
Fox
go.
print today. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like that
Gotta
one. That one's cool.
bring the tea.
That one's cool. I got my little Uzi Vert with Scarlet
Oh,
Witch on a little Uzi Vision hoodie. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, for this episode, we're just going to cover Silk Sonic because personally, I feel like it was that good. Nip, how'd you like it?
Yeah. I've been waiting on it. And they didn't disappoint.
No.
I got scared when Skate came out because I don't like Skate outside of the album. It's not. It don't hit right. Like I just don't. It don't have the same joint. But inside of the album, that's like it's been growing on me. But yeah, I don't think I have a skip. I mean, of course, it's a short album.
Yeah.
So it's not really much you can skip on there. But I thought it was a good classic album. Like I automatically that the first listen, I definitely gave it a 5. Like that's all I've been listening to since it came out.
Yeah, it's definitely a 5 for me too. I like the fact that it is short. Why put in extra filler if you don't need it?
Right.
It felt like they really took their time with the songs, and like you were saying, Skate. I actually like Skate outside of it. The album when I first heard it, but I like it even more during the sequencing of the album too. So, I think each song's got its kind of own feel, but they also build on some of those, I guess, 70s vibes that they're kind of pulling from with a lot of the different music and the melodies and the funk vibes that are in there. You even got Bootsy Collins narrating a lot of it, which is dope. Snoop makes the appearance. Thundercat is on there, which I thought was dope. His feature. I would say my favorite songs on there, of course, Leave the Door Open. And I had 777.
That's my joint, dog. 777 is my joint. 777 and Smoking Out the Window.
Yeah, that was good.
I ain't smoked a cigarette in about 10 years. I smoked me a cigarette on that one, dog. Or Smoking Out the Bro. When he was on the stage, he had the cigarette. Something about when you're talking with a cigarette in your hand, bro. This bitch sickness. There's something about that, cuz.
Yeah, I heard you on that.
The memes going crazy on that joint.
Yeah, that's fine.
The memes with the talking about Bruno Mars went from I catch a grenade for you, I throw something blade for you.
It wore off on them. I guess it started going on. I kind of like that song before that too. If you look, I think After Last Night, that's when they're in that infatuation phase. He's like, man, he took it home, it was fire. Then a couple months later, he like, man, this
paying the rent, paying for trips.
Yeah. It's a lot, man. It's a lot there, but it's definitely good to listen to. And it's funny seeing him in that, like, because you're right when he came in,
right?
Not, I wouldn't say like squeaky clean, but definitely like, I'm on my Romeo shit, all that kind of stuff.
Right, he was a real pop star. Like it was all neat and clean, and
I'm getting a little bit more edge, which I think is nice. Kind of shows his him growing as an artist, which is cool too, because you don't want to see somebody stick in the same lane the whole time, which is neat. But yeah, this is definitely a classic. For me, I appreciate too how they were borrowing from some of those past themes, like we mentioned, the funk eras. This is definitely a funky project, and the instrumentation is just all around great. I think one of the reasons I like, I think it is 777 with the horns, right?
Yes.
Is that the one? Yeah. That's one of the reasons I like that one so much.
Yeah.
It's so dope, and it's cool seeing this project as opposed to some of the other ones. Like a lot of, I guess, popular music. It's always been kind of this way, but if you listen to pop now, like what they're doing, okay, we find whatever classic R&B song, chop the chorus, flip the beat a little bit, and then we drop the single, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas back then, even on like the pop music, even on the singles and stuff like that, like there were so many layers of like instrumentation. The lyrics were good. Like people were really singing. Like they hit on a whole bunch of different factors that I feel like we kind of miss out on a lot of times these days. Except for certain artists, they definitely do their best to give a good product. Comes to mind like Jasmine Sullivan. She's doing a great job
Yeah, her last
with her
joint.
music.
Yeah.
A lot of people like definitely doing their thing. But I would say by far we're getting a lot of cookie cutter stuff, and it's simple because they want something that's easy to play. It's going to ring off in the bar or the club or something like that you want, something people can sing with. But I like it when people kind of step out there. But as you see here, you can also kind of stick to a tried and true method. Let's get the horns, let's get this instrumentation going. Let's get that funk vibe and write some good lyrics and really sing and play our different positions, and you can come out with a good project. So I thought it was dope. Definitely a good listen. If you haven't heard it, strongly.
What's your rating on it?
5, yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah,
for sure. Definitely gotta cop this one if we're going based on our scale. An evening with Silk Sonic.
So all right. So I saw something online and I thought it was I thought they were going a little too deep, but I'll get your opinion on it. So they were talking about the same meme. They were talking about he went from catch a blade for you or throw a grenade, whatever that song was, to this. And they were saying how the language is different when he's appealing to a different demographic. So there's always been this conversation about Bruno being like this like artist that is taken from like the black culture, like almost like that whole culture vulture joint. How you feel about that when it comes to like Bruno and the and black folks?
I don't know. I kind of view Bruno as like R&B The Rock, really. Like they're kind of ambiguous. Like you don't know exactly what they are.
Right.
They had a different roles. They'll slip into like this role a little bit more for this project. For another project, maybe they're giving more soul vibes. Maybe they're giving more funk vibes. Maybe more pop vibes with different things. I don't necessarily hold that against them. Music is a business, of course. So when he came out, he's more of like a strict pop artist, trying to appeal to the masses. Whereas lately here, I feel like he's kind of getting a little bit deeper into like some of those funk roots. And it seems to work. They had that song Uptown Funk You Up, and it's just been up from there for him. So I don't really hold that against him too much.
That was him and Mark Ronson, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you hear that at every that's the white people go to any wedding, any event. It's like Uptown Funk is like is ringing off. But we see here too, he can make like good quality music. I would say I would feel bad if like he didn't try as hard or do a good of a job on projects catered more towards us than he did on like the larger audiences. But I feel like when he drops and is generally good. Like I haven't heard a lot of Bruno misses since he's released. So I don't really care. People are going to have their opinions. It's always some sort of think piece or something. It's going to come out on somebody if, maybe they have crossover appeal or they like to jump into different lanes at different points in their career. I don't really hold it against them. What about you?
No, I don't think because he did a few interviews when he was kind of saying like all music is black music and all this stuff. So I don't really take it like that, but I do like the fact that he's taking that old sound, but he bought like you don't get no more funky than Bootsy.
Yeah.
So I think what I mean. Him and them, both of them, I guess, incorporating Bootsy into it. I'm sure like even from some of the songs, I know he had something to do with like the bass lines and stuff in there. Like it just sounds like real like funketeerish and shit. And I don't know. And then I also like a lot of the songs to me sound like just based off of Anderson. Is it Pac or Pac? I don't know how to say it.
Pac. Is it one A or two? I don't know.
It's two, but it's a period in there.
Anderson Pac. I think it's Anderson Pac.
Pac.
I say like two Pac.
All right, yeah, Anderson Pac, whatever. But if you listen to his style of music, I'm pretty sure he wrote most of the songs on this.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure he wrote most of it, because if you go back and listen to like a lot of his shit is you know what I mean, it's got that same those same themes. Not the same. I think Bruno. I mean, I can't even say the instrumentation, because Pac, whatever. He is a drummer, so like it's a great combination with them two. But like I definitely think the lyrics, a lot of the lyrics, especially on the joints when he talking crazy like that, smoking out the window. That's an Anderson .Paak wrote.
Yeah.
That's like, he wrote that shit, bro. He wrote that. I don't care what nobody say. They can put whatever they want to put in the credits. He wrote that joint, man. He wrote that joint. So no, I don't see it as a negative. It's music, it's entertainment, it's good music.
Yeah,
it's got that good stick to your rib shit. It's something that you can play. This is definitely going to be something that's going to live for a while. Something you can play back. A couple of them joints probably going to be some cookout songs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a joint.
And even though it has a classic feel, it's not necessarily so dated. So like, it's not something that's only going to live in 2021 or, these couple years, like maybe 3 years out, and then people stop playing it. Like, it's classic music. So I feel like it will have some legs. Definitely we'll hear some at the cookout. Definitely will probably have someone create a line dance to one or two of these soon. If not already.
I think 777 deserves a dance.
Oh yeah.
That joint definitely deserves a dance.
Yeah, that would be tough. All right, audience, y'all got to get on that, man. Get your aunties to set up. Come up with the steps. Put the example on YouTube. We're gonna stream it. Everybody learn to dance. We'll be out there. We need a new cha-cha slide or something. It's been a few. It's been a few years since the wobble got crunk.
It's been a little while since we had a dance. So yeah, it's about that time.
Well, there you have it. That's our review of An Evening with Silk Sonic. Glowing reviews all around. But that's been another episode of the Gladiator Cypher podcast. You can follow us on pretty much all the social medias out there. Be sure to also follow our network. It's the Head Cannon Circus. You can find all sorts of podcasts on there, whether it's the N-Word for Nerd podcast or also the sports one, which is, what's the name of the sports channel?
Jay gonna kick our ass for this shit.
Yeah, Jay edited the sports section on here. But just tons of content for you, no matter what you like. We pretty much got you covered at Head Cannon Circus. So be sure to check it out. And then also, we need those comments. We need those, interactions in the comments down below, so we can bring back the Nip Clackback segment. So if you think his headphones is wild, because he has some crazy takes, was I off on something? Let us know in the comments below so we can interact and engage with you all. But other than that, we'll see y'all next week. Tune in.
Yes, sir.